feel like it takes a strong person to realize when sometimes they're the issue, and that's tough. So we'll go to the next topic unless someone else has some final comments on it.
Nothing.
Good. Okay. All right. So next topic is character traits to look for in a partner and why. And in parentheses, outside of money and the physical. I would be funny and start with Javi. But we're gonna start with Jamie on this. We're gonna start.
I'm rewriting my notes.
Jamie over here right
now. Because my memory. Here's the thing, Shatoria. Like the thing I understood about myself is my memory is shot. So like I have to make sure I write things down, or else I'm gonna forget and I'm gonna go in circles. So I'd rather just have it all organized. But hey, off the top of my head, one of them would have to be obviously honesty. I mean, like that's what I'm looking for. I want honesty. If you can't be honest with me or open with me, I'm not gonna be in a relationship with you. If I catch you in a lie or multiple lies before we even get in a relationship, I'm not gonna get with you. Because what's gonna happen is we're gonna end up in a relationship. You're gonna lie to me the entire no, I've dealt with that in the past. I'm not trying to deal with that. What else off of the top of my head? I would say someone who's open to trying new things. That's a big thing for me because I'm a person. I try to push myself to doing new things. Recently this year, I'm like, yo, I want to try boxing. Let me do boxing. Went into boxing. I want a girl that can also I'm not saying doing boxing with me, but I want a girl who's also open to trying out new things, trying out new food, because I like food. I like new restaurants. I like going to restaurants every single week. That is one of my issues. I need a girl that is okay with trying out new foods, going to new places, trying out new activities. I've dated a girl, bro, that was hella picky, bro. This girl didn't like steak. She didn't like pizza. She didn't like tacos. I mean, this girl's hella sus, man. Like, why am I dating her? But yeah, man, I can't be doing that, man.
Jamie, I feel like you have a rant coming. You just writing stuff down to stop you. It's okay, just let it all out, man. We can just say
no. It isn't a rant or me venting. It's just me being passionate about what it is that I'm talking about.
You don't like tacos, pizza.
Yo, for real, how you not like pizza and tacos? What's wrong with you? You like steak?
That's a serial killer right there. That's what.
Nah, man. And I also another trait that I look for is I don't know if this is seriously a trait, but I'm a person. I look for someone that can be compatible or at least social with my friends or my family, because I've experienced this in the past where I was dating an individual. No names or nothing. No disrespect to anybody here, by the way, if they're watching this. I dated an individual in the past that just didn't like communicating with my friends, did not communicate with my family. And I don't know how you guys, I don't know if you guys ever been in a Latino household, but you better make sure you're saying hi to every single person in that house, or else they're going to hate you. That's just the way Latinos are. We want to socialize. We're very social people. So this particular individual didn't get I don't know, I guess she's never been to a Hispanic household before. And so they ended up hating her. And then you had that whole tension between, I just couldn't do it. I need someone that, I need someone that's okay with socializing. My family actually likes or at least pretends. Like, I don't want to be distant from my family because, anyway, I'm ended there.
Wow.
Wait, I have questions to go with what I got to say to Jamie.
Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing, and I get it. So Jamie, where does that, because let me tell you, my husband is very close with his family. Me, not so much. So we had to find a medium in this, because there's moments where I don't bother. I want nobody to show up on my doorstep. I don't. Now I have friends who are Hispanics, and let me tell you, they come in droves. Like they coming, like they in there. Are you when Kananda being picky? Because there's nothing wrong with being picky. But are you like, okay? Because you may find that female who's like, look, I get you cool with your family, but I need me and you, like, not mommy. Daddy.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm trying to say. Mostly is that, like, yeah, me and you is gonna happen. I'm not all about. I hate being around people at all times. I'm a loner at the end of the day. I like my alone time with my girl, and that's it. I'm not saying we have to be around my family all the time. It's more of like when we are in Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas dinner. Obviously, when you invite me over, I'm gonna be socializing with your family. I'm gonna eat the food, regardless if if it has no seasoning on it, which I've been through that before.
See, first off, don't do that.
Oh man.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to say is that I want you to at least try to communicate with my family, because that's important.
Absolutely.
If I marry you, you're going to be a part of this family. I'm going to be a part of your family. I feel like family is a big thing, because I've seen couples in marriages where the husband or the wife are away from their family because the husband or the wife doesn't like the other person's family.
Yeah.
And that's an issue for me, because my
questions,
family means
Shatoria.
everything to me.
I have some questions, Shatoria, about that one. I have some So, okay. So from me knowing you for the amount of time we have, you seem like the one that gets along with people and stuff like that. Is your husband the total opposite?
Very. Here's the crazy part. Me and my husband, even though we're over that hump, trust me, he just hates it. But so he actually didn't meet none of my friends or family before we got married.
Wow.
None. I see everybody's faces. Wow. So, and that was a big thing. Now, here's the thing, I'm a faith person, as you know, who's been, those that's watched me. I'm a huge faith person, and so when it came down to my husband, the characteristics that I wanted, that I told God that I wanted, you know how they say you want God to laugh, tell him your plan. Yeah. I did that. He absolutely laughed at me because he gave me the total opposite of what I asked for, and so I was like, wait. However, though, we balanced each other. No, he didn't meet none of the crew beforehand. But you know what? Here's the thing. Even though we hate the way that happened, because we was also long distance our whole relationship. So we was together 5 years before we got married. Okay. We got married and we were still long distance for like another 2 months because of his job and me being military. So we was long distance 5 years and some change. The biggest thing that we learned in that characteristic was we had to learn how to communicate, which we still do to this day. We still learning. Now, we kind of switched up a little bit because I am that person. I can go to a bar by myself. I will go sit with my phone, be like Javi over here with these earplugs in, watching a movie, eating my food, minding my business. My husband used to be the one to hit the clubs back in the day the whole entire night, and that's not me. We swapped up. If my girls call me like, girl, we about to go eat. Babe, you cool? You got baby girl? All right, I'm going to eat. And he'll stay home, he'll chill. Now, there's moments where he be like, I'm going and do such and such. Family for us is a different definition because I'm military. So one of the things he had to learn is, and this is one of my biggest things with characteristics, you have to be able to adapt to change. Because me being military, my husband wasn't used to that. He's never been part of the government, none of that. So marrying me was a huge difference. But what really caught us was when I got the assignment here to DC, because that took him away from his whole family. It was me, him, and our son. That was it. So he had to adjust to that. Like, you can't just go to mommy and daddy house today. No, I'm already used to that. I've been gone since I was 18. So now that I've been in 19 years and he's been rocking with me the last, 16, he now knows military equals family. Like, you don't have to be blood to be family. And that has adjusted to where when we go places, we meeting people and people become family. We have our time where it's like, he know me, I just want to be in the house. But that's one of my biggest characteristics. It's like, you got to be able to adapt. And again, that comes from being in the military. Because we've had to adapt. You got to adapt to change. But at the same time, your adapting has to be a positive adapting. Like, I'm not about to adapt to no negativity. What you ain't about to do is come mess up a foundation that's already built and you start acting cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. We ain't adapting to that. Nah, we not. So yeah, so no, I am the outgoing individual. Now I make it clear to people at work, there is different levels of me. There is my kids know me as mom, husband know me as babe, but at work it's Sergeant Christian. There's those that know me as Shatoria, and then there's Tori. When you know Tori, that mean we tight. That mean we cool. There's different levels to this. I can't, and it's different. It's different. I won't say different mindsets, but I have to adapt to my surroundings and the people because you can't be the same to everybody. I can't give everybody the same energy that I would give someone else. So characteristic, adapting is very, I'm like Jamie, you got to be able, You gotta adapt. And I'm from the South, so I'm like, Jamie, if you walking into somebody's house, you say hello. Good morning, ma'am. But again, I'm a Georgia girl, so you know, that's big.
I will. I definitely agree. From what I'm learning based off of the conversation is that opposites do attract.
Yeah.
I'm starting to kind of realize that because I'm the one that's very energetic. I'm an introvert, but my wife tells me I'm an extrovert with extrovert tendencies. Shatoria says the same thing. You know, I like to, you know, like for example, I like to be in my circle, my bubble, my environment, my comfort zone. And I think this is and Jamie, you and Jay, you can kind of interject. I think this is a man thing. You know, we like to be in our thing, and
I'm an introvert with introverted tendencies. So
I mean, what I've seen, man, from all my friends and people, and this isn't. I'm not trying to generalize the male population here, but
yeah,
judging from what I've seen from myself and my friends and my peers and my acquaintances, everybody, family members, is that for the most part, men are very comfortable. We like comfortability. We live very comfortable lifestyles to where we don't like going out of our bubble too much. We like going home, get a beer, watch the Falcons or the Ravens or whatever on TV, and we chill. And we with the bae, like, what's up, bae? You know, we go on dinner dates once in a while, but we don't like doing too much. You know what I mean? That's just what I've seen.
My husband
is
that way. My husband he has a whole man cave, so he is that way. He watches Dallas Cowboys. He's downstairs now, so you know he let me do my thing.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way, but yeah, I don't like to do much. I just thought it was me. You know, that's kind of my little because I'm the type like, hey, I go to work, I come home.
You know what's crazy though, philosophical? Because I'm not to cut you off, bro, but I learned, like, here's the thing, the big key term here is adaptability. Because when I was in relationships, or even when I talk to girls and things like that, what I learned is that I need to adapt. I can't be comfortable with the girls. I have to be kind of I have to switch it up to where, all right, let's do a bunch of crazy activities. I have to like adapt to what they like and things like that. So that's something that I learned. I can't be, you know, going home with them and stuff and just watching a game. They're gonna get bored of that.
So I will say this, and you brought up a good point, is that, and Javi brought it up before, is that I think when you're in a committed relationship or when you're with somebody, you've got to be able to have a piece of yourself. You know what I mean? Like you like to go out, try new things, try new food, do this and do that. I think for me, it's like, I like to do those things, but sparingly. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like on a like, let's do it once a week, once every 2 weeks. So I feel like I think one of my pros and a little bit of a con is that, you know, you've got to be able to be yourself, and you've got to allow someone to be themselves. You know what I mean? Because you can't really, let's say, for example, you know, you're with somebody and you don't like to travel. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, you can't judge them or bring them down because they don't like to travel. Find out why they don't want to travel.
At the same time, though, I feel like if you're with someone, you have to make sacrifices. And so if I know they like to travel, but I don't like to travel, it's just because I don't like going on airplanes. Yeah. Because I love her so much, I'm gonna put that to the side. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna go on this airplane. I'm gonna knock myself. Like I'm just gonna take. I don't know. I'm gonna go to sleep. Put my headphones on, chew my gum, whatever.
That's
because
true.
You have to make sacrifices, even in marriage. You have to make sacrifices. So, and she's got to make sacrifices for me. It goes both ways.